Jules van Dongen, the Dutch Dragon, brand new signature darts as a part of the Winmau US Player Launch. I'll be doing an in-depth review of his soft tip and steel tip variations, of course. Jules has been a part of American darts news several years in a row, clearly committed to traveling the globe after earning his PDC Tour card. I got to watch up close and personal as Jules competed in the recent US Darts Masters event. He went up against Gerwin Price, a repeat from last year. Let's watch the highlights really quick. This was my favorite matchup because both players are so electric on stage. 180! The voice of darts, Russ Bray. This match had several Gezi fashion celebrations. Oh, this is where Jules attempts 180 with 182 left. He's going to lead double one. Is he going for it? Madison Square Garden wants it. Jules van Dongen does not quite deliver. He does get this leg anyway, though, at least.
To break straight back, Jules van Dongen.
Jules require 119.
5 minutes.
And a 119 he shall finish.
Treble 20 in tops.
It's on.
For 5-3. Jules van Dongen isn't out of this just yet.
Look at that cheeky smile. Anyway, I'm going to be throwing the 22-gram steel tip barrels, and I threw on the Fusion one-piece system for the throwing action, as well as the 20-gram fully dressed soft tip variation. Now, there's virtually no difference between these two, which is great if you're looking to have a permanent setup between your steel tip and soft tip play. Now, the Dutch Dragon went pretty bold with this debut dart. We've got this diamond sandpaper grip, and it is no joke. So if you're looking for some sparkle in your life, I mean, but seriously, if you need a lot of grip and you've been kind of playing around, messing with reverse cut, shark cut, and that's still not quite doing it for you, something like this would certainly be worth a go, no matter what direction you're moving your hand, whether you're coiling or rocking the dart back and forth. You're not escaping this. Like this is going to be all over you. So I'm going to tell you right away, a 5 out of 5 for grip intensity. However, like many other coatings and grips, this could potentially wear off over time. So it could wear down to like a 4 out of 5, or with super serious consistent play over a long period of time, could even potentially wear down to a 3 out of 5 grip intensity. However, you know, coatings just don't last forever. That's just how it is. If anything, I would want to see it wear down purposefully to like a 3.5 out of 5, because that's more my preference. But if we're talking straight barrel shape, I really prefer this exact length and max diameter. Honestly, most Americans do. When we take out the trusty old caliper, it's going to measure about 51 millimeters for length, and then a 6.45 max diameter in the smooth section, then more like 6.3 in the center rough section. That's on the steel tip. When we compare to the soft tip, of course, your length is a little bit shorter, more like 48.6 millimeters. And then the tiniest discrepancy, it's going to be slightly larger diameter in the center, 6.4. So when I was throwing these barrels, I certainly didn't notice any discrepancy between the grip in that center section. So don't worry about that if you want both sets. Speaking of throwing, let's watch me throw these way worse than Jules himself could. We're starting off with soft tip test throwing on the Grand Board 3S, green segments, also available in blue. I adjusted the game settings to split bowl double out to emulate steel tip play, and playing 301 so I can get to the checkout sooner, which is the fun part, right? I started off gripping the dart like I normally would, kind of tight, close-in grip, and as you can see, I'm struggling by hitting way lower than my intended target. This tells me the dart's getting stuck in my hand, a little too aggressive for me, so I decided to change my grip by loosening it up a ton and changing the positioning of my fingers a little bit, letting the dart fall back and just direct it forward, opening my hand as soon as possible. This instantly worked for me, way better grouping and hitting the general area I'm aiming for. All right, I believe we have 158 remaining. $98 left. It's on, double 19. And surprise, surprise, I suck. That would have been my second highest checkout in a review so far. I got 161 before, so yeah, this is me pouting because I'm terrible. Three for double 8, of course. Yes. So right about now, I'm feeling more confident that this new grip style change, by the end of this leg, and I didn't have to think about it too hard each throw by the very end. So I'm hoping that these darts perform really well for me in leg 2. Then we'll move on to the steel tip play. I'm fanning myself because it's hot as balls today. Here we go. Gua! I'll never celebrate as cool as Gezi, but these darts are starting to feel pretty damn good. Now, can she hit the 6 dart leg? We still have 17. It's on. She does it. She can't even believe it herself. For real though, her first 6 dart leg in 301 ever. So I will just say real quick, Jules, I'm doing all the marketing for you, man. It's not easy, but I expect at least a beer out of this, okay? Now let's move on to steel tip play. Stretching it out because someone suggested a 95 checkout, and I am not feeling very confident yet because I filmed the steel tip portion first. But we're aiming for the 19s, and if we miss into the single 19 like it did, we go treble 16 for double 14. But no dice. Gonna have to reset for attempt number 2. She gets the treble 19. Miss outside on the double. And miss inside because you suck. Attempt number 3 always comes by so fast. We've got the treble again. And she gets a cheeky double in the corner. Oh yeah, slop counts. Gotta love it. I'll be honest, double 19 is not my double. That was a very lucky 3 attempts for 95. I was strapping in for like 8 or 9 attempts because I actually really just don't like the treble 19, but I got quite lucky on it. It makes me want to conduct a quick poll. How many of you out there only like certain numbers on the dartboard for cricket? For example, I like the 20. I love the 17. And I like the 15. However, I do not like the 18. Ugh. As I said, I don't like the 19. And I especially don't like the 16. There's just something about throwing crossbody that is like not comfortable for me. Curious, your thoughts? How common is that out there? Or is it just like a really bratty thing and you should be able to aim at anything on the dartboard? But for me, it's just been a consistent thing for, 10 years. Alrighty. That concludes the in-depth review of the Jules van Dongen Winmau debut signature darts for him. You can, of course, find these on a2zdarts.com. Just a quick summary. We have very classic radial grooves, kind of a wider center band, but very clearly the key feature, the main highlight, is this diamond sandpaper grip for you guys out there that want some super aggression on your dart and to look fly while you're throwing it. All right, if you like the jersey that I was wearing in this review, it's called Deadly Roses. You can purchase it in stock on A to Z, or you can custom order it with a name, choose your collar type, pocket type, over at magicwear.com. If you liked the dart ring that you see me wearing here, you can also go to the search bar in A to Z, just type in dart ring, and you're gonna see our selection, or you can go to luckyblownglass.com. All right. That's everything. Good luck to you, Jules. Best of luck in your future endeavors. And I almost forgot to mention to check out Bulls, the movie. It's an independent film directed by Daniel Meyer, and Jules has a special appearance in the film. All right, I'll see you guys next time.